channel. Today's video I am going to be doing some DIYs for Halloween. I've been to the Dollar Tree and I found some amazing things there, which I'm sure everybody knows about, the styrofoam pumpkins and the little skulls here and all of that great stuff, but I'm gonna do some things with them to change them up and add my little touch to them. So you guys stay tuned. I hope this video inspires you. Let's get to making stuff. So let's glamify this skull with some black paint and some pretty pink flowers. Alright you guys, so using my X-Acto knife, please be careful using that if that's what you use, but I'm just cutting out a small piece of the skull from around the head just to create an opening for my flowers. Next, using my spray paint that I purchased from Walmart, I'm just going to go over the skull with a few sprays of the black just to change the color and the whole look. So you can use whatever brand you want, but I chose this one, and you could also use whatever color you like as well. Once your skull is dry, you can begin to add your flowers. And voila, now you have your glamified skull that's ready for display. Now on to our next project. I am going to be using the most popular pumpkins around, the Dollar Tree styrofoam pumpkins. I love these pumpkins because you can create whatever design that you want for your pumpkin. I am using some Waverly chalk paint from Walmart. You can use acrylic, you can use glitter. I just chose the Waverly paint because I've already had some on hand, and it's also in the color Ballet Slipper. To help make your painting process easier, I suggest to use some skewers and some styrofoam to hold your pumpkins up to dry. I got my items from the Dollar Tree and it helped so much in this process. Also, I used a one coat of paint because the chalk paint is pretty thick, so I didn't need a whole lot, and the pumpkins dry really fast. So I suggest using chalk paint or acrylic paint because it dries very quickly and it applies nicely. While your pumpkins are drying, now you can start on the next process, which is making your pumpkin handles. I think that's what they're called, but the stump or the stem of the pumpkin, that's what it is. I'm using the Model Air drying clay, and this is an air dry clay. You do not need to put it in the oven or anything like that. So I cut a piece off and I'm rolling it in a ball, and then I'm just rolling it out into the desired shape that I want. I'm trying to mimic different shapes of the stems, so you can be creative, but this is how I chose to make mine, and you can do yours this way, or you can be creative and do it your way. Here you see me using my fingers to create a flat surface on the bottom of my stem. I want it to set nicely when I'm ready to apply it to the pumpkin, so just be sure you try to make it as flat as possible underneath your stem. Also, I'm using a toothpick to mimic some distressing on the stem to make it look a little more realistic. And as you can see, I've done about 3 or 4 stems already, and they're all a little different, so you guys can be creative and do what you want that's going to make your pumpkins stand out. So it's the next day and I'm going to spray paint my stems. I used a metallic brass color that I didn't like, so I went ahead and changed it to the black. Make sure your stems are very dry before doing this process. Now this step is a bit out of order, but I lost some footage, but I wanted to show you guys what I did to add the ribbon so you guys can kind of see what I did. This is just an idea. I did not want to put ribbon on this pumpkin, but this is how I did it. Alright, finally we are at our final step with our pumpkins. They're looking very, very nice so far. And this step, all I'm doing is hot gluing the bottom of the stem to the pumpkin, and that's it. This was effortless, you guys. So everything is dry and everything is set, and now your pumpkins are ready to be displayed. I love, love, love how my pumpkins turned out, and I hope that you guys do too. On to our final DIY. I am using some glass jars that I found at the Dollar Tree. They normally have these jars out for all holidays, any occasion, but I picked them up because we're going to be making some love potion or whatever you want to call it. This was so fun to create. I found these labels online. They were free. I just printed them out and used some tape to stick them on the jars. All I'm using in this first potion is a green highlighter and water. I just let it soak and it gave me this nice vibrant color. It looks so real and spooky, you guys. I added a little flower on the top just to close it off because that one didn't come with a cork. Next, I'm using water again and some purple food coloring just to give it a different color from the other one. And like I said, it is very simple. A few squirts, however much you want, and a nice twirl. You guys can be creative when making your potions. There's so many different recipes and ways to do it, fun ways to do it. I just chose these ways because they were simple. For the last color, I'm also using water and acrylic paint. I've seen people use different color acrylic paints. I'm just using the ones that I had. I wish I would have had a deeper red one, but it's okay. You guys, like I said, get creative. These are endless. Here is my final look on my potion bottles. I love the way that they turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this DIY video. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye guys.